And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Fallout 3, the continued adventures of LeAnn Gleason on her quest to save her father. Name unimportant, because he's voiced by Liam Neeson, so that's what we're going to keep referring to him as. Okay, fine, I think it was like James was his name. Anyway, trying something new here. I've considered, instead of playing a different game every month, I'd rather play a different game every 2 weeks, every half a month. Because I've come to the conclusion I had to start playing a game, switching up the games every once in a while just to keep the games fresh. Because I felt that because I kept playing Sleeping Dogs for ages and ages, the quality of my Let's Playing was suffering because I was kind of getting bored just playing the one game. But now I've been finding that if I take a break of a month from one game, I kind of forget how to play it and what I was doing. For example, I've been playing a lot of Phantom Pain recently, got that from Santa Claus for Christmas, and I was about to reach, when I was using my Pip-Boy here, I was about to reach for the 1 and 3 buttons to switch between these tabs instead of the left and right mouse buttons. Not mouse buttons, left and right arrow keys. Which of course it actually is, so I don't want to keep making stupid mistakes because I can't remember how the games work, so I think this is a good compromise. Play every couple of weeks, switch it up. Anyway, as you may recall, I said that I would try to avoid doing a bunch of side treks, just so we can finish this game at some sort of orderly pace. There is one side trek we need to make to find the most important character in the game, in my opinion. And let's just check the map out. I had to remind myself, I had to kind of look up where you find him. Let's see, Vault 101's there. Well, you know, the easiest way is if we take this one side quest for, no, this is Megaton Clinic. Where was, the general store? Alright, it was that, with the downed plane there. Oops, I walked right past it because I was rambling about technical stuff that no one cares about. We take the side quest here, it'll help us, oh, it's still closed. What time was it again? It's 8 in the morning. What is this nonsense? What kind of store doesn't open at 8 in the morning? Fine, I'll wait. If we take the quest for Moira in this place, I think... How did you wait again? There we go. Let's wait until 10. The quest will take me very close to where said most important character in the game is. So it'll be an easy, like... First of all, okay, I'm going on a detour, then I'll be taking a detour of the detour, but as I mentioned, I think that's the most efficient way, because it's easier we get a marker to follow if we take the quest, and then we can easily find the place we're heading for.
Welcome to Craterside Supply.
Oh, thank you. So nice to meet you, too.
Hey, I hear you're that stray from the vault. Oh, I haven't seen one of you for years. Good to meet you. I'm Moira Brown. I run Craterside Supply. But what I really do is mostly tinkering and research. Say, I'm working on a book about the Wasteland. It'd be great to have the foreword by a vault dweller. Help me out, would you?
Yeah, I kind of burned my bridges there. I don't like the sound of that. But I don't want to be quoted in a book. Also, how are you going to press a book in a post-apocalyptic wasteland?
Anyway, I guess I don't need a foreword. They just get in the way of the real content. But the book's going to be great. You just watch.
Yeah, A lot of stuff we could talk to her about here at the general store. Well, I guess we'll just get the little details out of the way first. So yeah, I can buy stuff from a house from you, I hear.
Good to see that old house finally found an owner. I have all sorts of items and themes for that place that may interest you.
Okay, sure. Tell me about these items.
Of course I can. Which one in particular interests you?
Oh, I forgot this was so elaborate, this house building. Not as elaborate as Fallout 4, as far as I can tell, but, so you do have a bit of a house customization here. Well, jukebox, of course.
If you feel like filling your place with a whole bunch of music, switch this beautiful pre-war antique on.
Nuka-Cola machine.
One push of a button, and you can get your hands on an ice-cold Nuka-Cola.
No way, I want that. That's...
Sounds good.
I can guess what the other stuff does. I want the Nuka-Cola, that sounds awesome. What's the theme stuff?
Some people don't like living in a boring old house. Purchase a theme from me, and I use all of my design abilities to set your place up in the manner you request. You can choose from the Vault, Raider, Wasteland Explorer, Science, Love Machine, or pre-war themes.
Okay. Wasteland Explorer sounds interesting, I guess.
Longing for the great outdoors, are we? Remember, once you buy a theme, you can't sell it back to me. Although you could always purchase a new one.
Yeah, let's
Go right ahead.
let's skip out on that. In fact, if I can have a small rant. So the critique for Fallout 3 back in the day was that it's the theme, the tone of the game is not as gritty as the first two, or well, really the first one, because the Fallout 2 was already a bit less gritty, and I guess people didn't like that. It's a bit more whimsical, and there's all these weird, wacky stuff you'll find in the Wasteland, which maybe doesn't exactly fit the grimness of the first game, I suppose, or the seriousness. I don't know how to put it. I disagree on the most part. I like the silliness, the weird wackiness of the Wasteland, because Fallout 2 is my favorite of the Fallout series, just for the reference. And I enjoy it primarily because of all the ridiculous stuff in that too. And also, I think because the theme of Fallout is rebuilding, so as you go on further and further in the series, it seems like the world should slowly become a bit more functional, and it shouldn't just be gloom. Which is why, again, the first game is like that, I suppose, because that's just the world kind of finally starting to get to grips at trying to rebuild itself. I mean, the big theme is only those who try to rebuild are the ones who survive in the post-apocalyptic world, and those who are just scavengers and raiders and stuff are doomed to fade away, basically. But having all said that, for some reason, this decorating a house with, like, wacky themes, and she just has them available for you, somehow that rankles me wrong, and I really don't like that in this game. So I never really got these themes from my house. That just seems...
Sure.
That seems unnecessarily ridiculous to me. So I don't think we're not gonna be doing much house decorating in this game. I doubt if I'll ever visit Megaton very often once I'm done here, but let's take a look at
Sure thing.
I mean, do I have any cash for Oh, you don't buy the... Oh, here we have the house upgrades. Oh, that's quite the price you have on those thingies. Well, never mind then. I guess I don't quite have the cash for any of those. Or really anything you have. I could swap my super expensive assault rifle. I could barely get a dinged up leather armor. Or a missile launcher, apparently, which is also super dinged up. A radiation suit could be useful if we go into areas of higher radiation. Super expensive schematics, but if the rocket launcher is the weapon I remember, it's very awkward to use, so I think I'll skip on that one. How many stim packs do I have? Wow, I've been collecting a lot of stim packs. Okay, I'm good on that front. I don't need to buy those. Would you like to buy a vacuum cleaner? Keeps your house clean. Or a wood chipper. You never know when you need to get rid of those pesky wood in your house. Alright. Let's get to the point, Moira. This isn't going anywhere. What's this book you're working on? You mentioned that at first.
Well, it's a dangerous place out there in the wastes, right? People could really use a compilation of good advice, like a wasteland survival guide. For that, I need an assistant to test my theories. I wouldn't want anyone to get hurt because of a mistake. Nobody's ever happy when that happens. No, then they just yell a lot at me with mean words.
Yeah, this... Hell no, crazy girl. I won't be your lab rat. No, this is actually a decent quest to do, so I guess I'll help with this survival guide. I haven't got anything else to do right now.
All right then. Now I think the first chapter will have to be about surviving day-to-day dangers. Things like where it is and isn't safe to find food, the dangers of radiation, and how to avoid and even profit from dangerous landmines. Ooh, sounds like fun, doesn't it? Which do you want to do first?
Actually, I was gonna say the landmine's the one we want to pick for my interests, but actually let's do the radiation one real quick because that's really easy actually to do. So
Well, that's what I need your help for, isn't it? I know lots about it from books, but I never seem to get a live example. Not for long, anyway. So I need you to get a bit of radiation poisoning, so I can study its effects. Oh, not a deadly dose, of course. I can fix you up before that.
yeah, this is not a great plan. I haven't seen the medical facilities in Megaton. I don't know about...
Oh, don't worry so much about it. I'll be here waiting with a nice tall glass of rad-cleansing Brahmin milk for you when you get back. Well, mostly just a whole lot of Rad-X and Rad-Away. And maybe even a more reliable way to get rid of radiation. Assuming it works, of course.
I think I'm gonna need something stiffer than milk when I'm done with this quest. But okay, I guess I'll go get myself terribly radiation poisoned.
Oh, you're a peach. Or at least some sort of hardy fruit that grows in the savagely irradiated mockery of agriculture we have nowadays. Now, 200 rads should be enough for basic sickness. But if you can get 600 or more rads, my test will be even more accurate. Just make sure you can get back here, and I'll see to it that you're well taken care of.
600 rads? That's like 3 times more than 200 rads. Alright, well, let's get a move on. Or I guess we can really check if I...
You got caps for me? Then there ain't no problem.
Let's check, I might as well get some stuff fixed. How much does it cost? 10... I don't have any caps yet, that's the problem. We'll make do with our dinged up stuff for now. Once we get into the wide world and start busting some heads, we'll start getting caps, so it's no problem. Well, alright then.
Try not to die.
Yeah, thank you. Moira herself is kind of a super weird character. But I guess she's supposed to be a bit of a weird character, so... So that's not as big of a deal. It's just the house theme. I don't know why it just rankled me, but when I first read it, I was like, you serious? You're gonna fashion design my house to be all goofy and stuff? I think I'll pass on that.
Yes?
Now the radiation is like you're supposed to, well now I need to find a place of radiation to get super radiated, but as I recall, it is incredibly easy to get radiated. If I can just find it, I think it was around here. Excuse me. Oh, there's a lot of people.
Want something?
Here we go. Yes, before I get radiated, I think I need to use the bathroom. Excuse me. Now, as you may recall, water in the wasteland is radiated. For example, the sink will heal you, but you'll get 3 rads per second. And if you're a sick person, here we have you can drink from a toilet, which heals you super badly, but gets you 18 rads a second. And conveniently enough, there is no bladder meter in this game. So we can absolutely start drinking from the toilet until we hit even 600 rads, and that's what we're gonna do. Oh, bother. Oh no, not radiation poisoning. Oh god, why did I think this was a good idea? Fortunately, my bladder of steel will allow me to pull this off. Well, I guess we could check the quest real quick. Wasteland Survival Guide. So this is like the really big radiation, the really big Moira's quest. It's a huge quest. I think there's like 9 different mini quests involved. At least 6, that's how I remember. And I guess it's really good for like a tutorial quest, like this is good to get you started on your feet. I didn't really do it much. I did finish it in the end, I remember. And how it works is there's always all of her like little mini quests. They have a condition you have to fulfill, and then there's an optional you want to go out of your way. And in this case, it's super easy to do the out of the way one. So we're gonna keep drinking until we're up to 600 rads, which isn't gonna do very good for us. But yay. And Also, and that affects how like high quality Moira's book is once she eventually. Oh no, critical rat poisoning. Oh, don't feel if it's foggy. Yes, that's it. That's over 600 rats. See how easy that was? And all we had to do was drink filthy toilet water for a few minutes. Okay, I don't feel so proud of myself suddenly. You can also just straight up feed Moira like wrong information, which will make her book super suck. And I never met it, but I hear you can run into, after the book's finished, after a while, you can run into people in the Wasteland who are trying to survive using the book, and depending on the quality of info you gave them, they'll be like, oh, this book's fantastic, I'm really thriving, or they'll just be like, this book's a fake, I never should have spent my caps on it. Which is amusing, I enjoy that. So I'll really put up with this quest in general, because it's kind of a fun one, but it takes a really long time to do all those steps. I mean, this one was easy, we just had to go drink at the toilet, but the other ones, well, you're gonna see how far we're gonna go for the mine one.
Oh, feeling a bit under the weather? Or a bit over the Geiger counter?
Yeah, I'm not exactly laughing here. Yeah, I'm about as irradiated as I can get without burning a hole in the floor.
I can tell. You're positively glowing. Now, just hold on and try not to move. Tell me how it feels, and I'll get you fixed right up.
So I guess this is the part where we can affect the sort of content of her Wasteland Survival guide. Let's go with charisma. Oh yeah, I feel fine. Never better. Yeah, no problem at all. I think half my hair just fell out.
Oh, you poor dear. Putting on a brave face like that. Well, don't worry. It'll all be better. And it's for a good cause. Now, let me take a few notes, and I'll handle that nasty radiation with a bit of my own homemade Radcure concoction.
Wait.
I've never had a chance to test it out on someone so heavily dosed. Oh, but I'm sure it'll work out fine. Exciting, isn't it?
Wait. Don't you have some sort of...
A little Brahmin milk,
magnets... No!
Well, you're alive. Oh, that's the good news. But there was a little side effect. A teeny tiny, mutation. But it seems to be benign.
I'm not human anymore!
Here, take a few radiation chems as my little way of saying, I'm sorry I twisted your DNA like a kitten with a ball of yarn.
I'm gonna go cry to the freaking bartender ghoul guy about how I'm no longer human because of your radiation nonsense, lady. And I won't feel hypocritical at all. Okay, let's see. We got up. You can get perks in this game outside of just leveling, and we just got now. You know, we have an unexpected side effect. Moira's experiment had an unexpected side effect. Now, when you suffer from advanced radiation poisoning, crippled limbs automatically regenerate. So we can use the power of radiation to become Wolverine. I guess that's useful. I don't think it's worth getting poisoned with radiation when you can just stick a stim pack into the affected limb. But okay. Let's move on to something maybe a little safer.
I've got to see how safe it is to scavenge food from one of those huge stores out there. I need someone to research how to travel through a minefield. And that'll cover the first section of the book. Which strikes your fancy?
Now, yeah, let's forget about the food for now. In fact, maybe forget about this whole quest after I'm done with this. Let's get on with the landmines. That sounds... Well, actually, that sounds a lot safer after what you just had me do.
Landmines are one of the few dangers out there that you can profit from. Disarm one before it blows, and you can sell it for plenty of caps. I've heard stories about a ghost town that's just full of mines. Traders just call the place Minefield. Sounds like the place for some field work. Get in there, get back, and tell me all about it. And could you bring back a mine for my studies?
Yeah, it seems... I don't know. Mines are kind of dangerous. I guess I did sign up to do dangerous stuff, but
What better reward for avoiding explosives than to pay you with explosives? Frag grenades, in this case. I got a pretty good haul of them recently. And if you bring me back something to study, maybe I can make some modifications for you. Nothing like tinkering with a live mine, right?
Sure, okay, let's do it. Wish me luck.
Oh, don't worry. No one ever goes there because they say it's a ghost town. And since ghosts don't exist, you can just focus on the landmines. I hear there's a playground in the middle of town. Reach that point and come back, and I'm sure you'll have some stories to tell.
Well, that sounds fun. Alright, the optional one for this is really easy too. We just have to pick up one of the landmines. We don't even really have to disarm a mine and get it there. We can just, I don't know, we can buy one from someone. I'm gonna try and disarm one, of course, because that saves me bottle caps. Might as well.